To our channel. This is an exciting vlog today. It's one that plenty of you have been asking for a while. It is our monthly meal planning. Woo! So us Carnahans shop for a month at a time. Yeah, at the beginning of the month, we hit the store, we shop for all month long. It saves us money, it saves us time. It's a great system and we're gonna share it with you today. Seriously, monthly meal planning has so many perks. You can align your recipes so that you use ingredients across multiple recipes and ends up saving money. You enter the store less, so you end up buying less things that you don't need. You end up saving money. It also helps you to be more conscious about the things that are in your fridge and you end up saving money. When you plan your meals out for all month long, you don't need to default to getting fast food or things like that because they're already planned. Ingredients are in the fridge for you and it ends up saving money. I am not going to lie, getting the system set up is the hardest part. And after that, it is so easy. So stick with it, stick with me, and we're gonna get this done because you can be a monthly meal planner. It is awesome. It'll change the way your family eats. I totally recommend it and you can totally do it. Monthly meal planning has blessed our family and it'll totally bless yours. Join us. This is our monthly meal planning menu. I almost always go shopping on a Saturday, which is why Saturday starts our week. And then just a little bit about the way it's laid out. This is breakfast of week 1, dinner of week 1, breakfast of week 2, dinner of week 2, breakfast week 3, dinner week 3, breakfast week 4, dinner week 4. The reason I don't have lunch on this menu is because lunch in our house is always one of two things. It is either 1, leftovers, or 2, what I call a quick fix. Lunch is always right in the middle of our day. It can be chaos, it could be out and about. So we either do leftovers because whenever we cook, we try to cook for at least dinner and lunch the next day. So it can either be leftovers or anything that is for you or your kids, a quick fix. I'll show you a little PDF that I have on my computer and most of the time it's on my fridge, but it's just a list of quick fixes that I can go to if I don't have leftovers. I mean, so anything like taquitos, quesadillas, frozen pizzas, quick pastas, pinwheels. I can't even believe I don't even have on here right now. Macaroni and chicken nuggets. I'm a toddler mom. It's one of my kids' favorites. So anyway, back to that is why lunch is never on our menu. It's because it's something I'm not necessarily planning for. I just keep lots of options open. Then my monthly meal plan takes care of breakfast and it takes care of dinner. Just because on Monday it says I'm making turkey meatballs doesn't mean I have to actually cook it that day. There's so much freedom and fluidity in this. This right here is by no means rigid. It's here to make my life easier. And the monthly meal plan does that. It makes your life easier. So when you start your monthly meal planning menu, wow, that's a lot of M's, monthly meal planning menu. So when you start your monthly meal planning menu, you wanna pick up to 28 dinners that are gonna be on your calendar. This is the hardest part by far. I know when I was a kid, my mom would sit down and say, hey, what do you wanna have for dinner this week? It's even so hard to think of what you want to have for dinner this week. 7 meals, but to think of 28 meals your family enjoys or potentially enjoys to have in your monthly meal planning menu can be incredibly daunting. So I would recommend starting to write down just some of your favorite dishes and start from there. And if it's like an awesome dish that you would have more than once a month, mark it and put it on your calendar more than once a month. This is the calendar we have been using for the last 3, 4, 5 months, something like that. We're gonna be actually doing a new clean eating calendar for this month. It's what I did in January to help lose some of that postpartum weight, to help Quinn get into a better physical shape as well. It's low carb and no sugar for Quinn and I. It's not exactly what we feed our kids. We will still continue to feed them all of the food groups. But on this menu, our whole menu repeats after 2 weeks. So we have 2 weeks and then 2 more weeks, and it's the exact same menu. So I only chose 14 dinners because there's only 14 dinners I can think of that are low carb that I would want to eat. Yeah, I think that's it. So that menu repeats after 2 weeks, but you can pick up to 28 dinners for your monthly meal planning menu. I think this one has 23 unique meals because we have pizza every Friday night, and then I think we have 2 meals that are repeating, something like that. So I have like 23 meals. Now, sometimes you want to change it up. At the beginning of every month, I sit down, I look at the calendar and I say, do I want to eat all of these things for the next month? If yes, it's so easy, you'll be mind blown. But if no, I simply just take out the meals that I don't want to have this month and replace them. So right here on this last monthly meal plan, I've started the ones that were brand new meals for us this month. Maybe it's because we wanted to replace a meal that we didn't want to make this month, or maybe it's to replace a new recipe we tried last month that we didn't find so delicious. You can definitely incorporate new recipes onto your monthly meal planning menu, but if you want to stick with the same 28 or less dinners every month, your job will be so easy when it comes to getting ready to go shopping. So definitely the first thing you're gonna want to do is plan out about 28 meals for your family for the month. And there is some like stupid organization method to my madness. One time on every Tuesday we did Mexican, right? Taco Tuesday. I've done every Wednesday we do pasta. Every Friday we do pizza. Sundays tend to be some of our fancier dinners. And when Quinn was in class late every Thursday and Ainsley was a brand new baby, every Thursday I did crock-pot meals so that I could start it earlier in the day and then her feeding time not run into the time that I normally prepare dinner. Those little tips and tricks as we prepared our family's meal plan for the month really helped us to stay organized and really helped us to have a plan as we get ready to execute dinner every single day. All right, the next thing that you're going to do, you have those 28 meals planned out for your monthly meal plan. You know what you're gonna cook, but now you've got to get that shopping list together. If you're gonna do a 1-month shopping trip, you gotta have a good list. This is key. This is seriously key. If you're gonna shop for the entire month, we're gonna make a permanent shopping list. This shopping list is going to be on your computer so that at the beginning of every month, you can just print off that list and go. How amazing does that sound? To be able to just print off your shopping list and go. You don't have to think about the meals you're planning. You just get to print and go. I'm telling you, it's been a time saver and a life changer in our life. So this is the way that our shopping list is laid out. When you are shopping for a whole month at a time, your list is long, your cart is full. Separate your list by the types of foods that you're looking for, or just the sections of the stores that they're in. When I walk into the store, the first thing I see is produce, so it's the first thing on my list. We've got all of our produce listed out here. We're gonna ignore that section for a second and come back to it. We've got non-perishable things. Cans are separated out just because there's quite a bit of cans, our baby food, baking, meat, cold section, freezer, bread, and my little mini lists for Costco and Walmart. So now that you have your monthly meal list structure, you're gonna start putting in the items on your list. So we're gonna look at the very first meal on your list. Eggs, toast, and sausage. I need this meal 8 times. So now I'm going to think about the quantity of ingredients I'm gonna need to be able to serve this meal 8 times during the month. So now I have a whole big old 60 count of eggs, 4 packs of sausage, and 2 loaves of bread on my list. And then I come over here to my handy dandy monthly meal plan and I'm gonna cross it off as I make sure it's on my list. You're gonna go through every meal, every recipe that you are planning on making for the entire month, and you're gonna put those ingredients on your shopping list. Count every single chicken breast, every pound of ground beef, every pepper, every onion. Count all of those things and put them on your list. Except, now remember when I said we were skipping this section? We're coming back to it now. This little section right here is called Trip 2 because produce is likely not going to last all month. If you do your whole shopping trip for 1 month, your produce is likely not going to last that entire month. About halfway through the month, it's really when we run out of the produce. Whether it's 12 days in or 18 days in, we're going to take another small trip to the grocery store just to brush up on our produce or milk, get any more eggs if we need them. It's really just this tiny little trip to get those perishable items that weren't going to last all month long and that you can't freeze easily to make them last all month long. So when you're making your monthly meal plan and you get to something that's perishable, I'm gonna put zucchini in the produce section of my shopping list because it's within the first 2 weeks. But down here in the second 2 weeks, I'm gonna put asparagus into trip number 2. But that's it. Everything for the turkey burgers, I'm going to get in the first shopping trip, and just that asparagus, just that produce, I'm going to stick on the trip 2 shopping list. So go through every recipe that you're planning on cooking for the month, look at every ingredient and write it down on your shopping list, even if it's in your cupboard. This is important. Even if that ingredient is in your cupboard, say you only need 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, but you have soy sauce in your cupboard, put it on your list. Just put it on your list right now because it doesn't mean you're gonna have it every single month. And the goal when you do your monthly meal planning shopping is for you to be able to print off your list and have a complete list of everything you need for that month before you go. Now we are going to check our cupboard, so that's where that comes in, but just hold on tight right there. First, put every ingredient on your list. My grocery list printed out, I'm gonna go ahead and go through our pantry and our fridge to cross off the things that we already have so we don't double buy the things that we don't need. So this is a little extreme because we just got home from being away at family reunions for a week, but really at the end of the month, our fridge and our pantry are looking pretty bare. And we've got sausage, sausage, sausage. I definitely think it's safe to say we can at least cross those out. Cross it off. We've crossed off everything we have and we are ready to go. So I'm super stoked. Normally either Quinn or I do the shopping by ourselves and the other person stays home with the kids. But today, because we're vlogging this, we actually got our babysitter to come and watch the kids so we could both go, which will be super nice to have both of us. It'll get it done real quick. We're just waiting for him. And there he is, the man of the hour.
That's me.
Let's go. So when you're doing your monthly meal shopping, there's kind of an order of operations. We always start with Costco. When you're shopping for a whole month at a time, you're buying a lot more of your things in bulk. So we like to stop first at Costco because it ends up being cheaper. So if you have a bulk store around you, go ahead and stop there first when you're doing your shopping for the month and get as much as you can there. All right, let's look at our Costco haul. We got a bunch of frozen berries. Eggs is awesome at Costco. Butter is awesome. Some nuts to snack on, some protein stuff.
Just finished up our Costco shopping. We did manage to find a few things that were on our list that we didn't expect to find at Costco, but we were able to buy it in bulk. So it made it a little bit cheaper, and now we are on our way to Winco.
Order of operations number 2. We are going to head to the cheapest store possible to get our food. And I only say that because Quinn's in medical school, I'm a stay-at-home mom, so while I could order all my groceries from even Walmart pickup or Fred Meyer or Target or any of those things, Winco, if you have one in your area, is by far the cheapest option. So we go here to stretch our dollar a little bit further and get the biggest bang for our buck. So we're gonna go do this monthly shopping trip. You're gonna see how crazy full our cart is by the end of the trip. And we're gonna stock up our fridges.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Okay, so I don't know what happened. This is our cart. Shopping for a month after Costco, and normally it's really, really full.
Normally it's stacked up to here,
We're
stuff on the bottom.
Balancing things, trying to make it not fall out. But I really think it's because we're doing this clean eating this month, so we don't have any frozen stuff. We don't have our go-to pizzas for in case I don't want to cook and that kind of stuff. But here's our shopping for 1 month after our Costco run. All right, we did our bulk shopping at Costco. We did our major food shopping at Winco, and now we're moving on to operation number 3, which is a Walmart pickup of everything else. So I've just got 7 little things on my Walmart shopping list. I'll go ahead and order a pickup order for that, and then that will be it. We will have all of our shopping done for the month until we do our second produce run in about 2 weeks. Our babysitter was so awesome. She gave them a bath and got them all ready for bed for us. Oh, who's that? Are you such a big helper? Oh, peek! Oh, peek! Time to unload the goodies! Here we go. Let's just get it all put away.
I'd like to introduce you to my big helper. This is Miss Ainsley.
Hi, Ainsley.
That's big helper. Yeah.
Are you such a big helper? Oh, where'd you go? Where'd you go? A peekaboo! Ta-da! Now our fridge is fully stocked. We've actually got all of our peppers and all of our chicken still back there. And tomorrow we will food prep it for the rest of the month. But since we went shopping so late today, it's late and we just got our kids down, so we are gonna call it a night, and tomorrow we will resume with the final preparations that we do for our monthly meal planning. All right, welcome back, folks. Today is now the next day. It is Sunday, and we just got done with church. Our kids are down for a nap, and we're getting ready to prepare all of the meat and vegetables that we already purchased yesterday at the store for our meals for the rest of the month.
The big question with a monthly shopping trip is always, how do you make sure your food stays good? Just freeze as much as you can.
So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna get out all the chicken. Quinn is going to trim all of the fat off of it and either like chop it or smash it.
We write here on our meal plan that this meal is gonna take 3 whole chicken breasts. We've got 3 chopped chicken breasts, and the S over here stands for smashed. Because sometimes you just have to pound the meat flat. We like to smash it.
We're gonna bag it for every meal that we're planning on making for the next month, so we can simply pull out that bag of chicken, let it defrost in the fridge overnight, and have it ready for our dinners the next day. That's Miss Ainsley girl. We really like to have our chicken pre-chopped or pre-smashed. It really cuts down on the prep time that it takes for us to be able to get that dinner out and going. Especially with having 2 little babies at home, it makes it so much easier for us to be able to stick to the dinners that we have planned. We're gonna get it all bagged up and stored in the freezer until we're ready to cook. You can also pre-chop your vegetables, your peppers and your onions, but we do like the taste of them just a little bit better when they are fresh. So we've just got them stacked up here in our fridge, and we'll just go ahead and chop those the night of dinner. But there are some seasons of life that I would definitely opt for convenience rather than just a little bit of better taste. End of pregnancies, when Quinn is really busy in school, those kinds of things. And we'll go ahead and chop all the vegetables and store them in the freezer so they are ready for cooking with a little bit less prep. But this time we are going to go ahead and just store them in the fridge. All right, our last step in our monthly meal planning shopping trip is our online order to Walmart. It's where we're gonna get all of our non-food items that we just need personally for our home, and then anything that either 1, we forgot, or 2, couldn't find at Winco. So I've got our nice little order here. I'm gonna go ahead and check out, schedule it for pickup. Now our order is in and we are all ready to pick it up tomorrow.
Thank you so much for joining us and for watching this video all the way to the end. We had a great time showing you our system for how we do a once a month shopping trip.
We're always trying to get the biggest bang for our buck, stretch our resources the furthest, and also just make it convenient to make good, healthy dinners for us and for our kids.
The best way we found to do that is to grocery shop only once a month.
Yeah, you're planning ahead, you're buying in bulk. It also helps if it's all prepared in advance, like we did with the cutting of the chicken today, every little piece of the system is gonna make it easier for you. So we totally hope that you enjoy giving this a try in your family.
So thanks again for watching. Be sure to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel so you can see all the videos we post here coming in the future.
Yeah, we recently did a day in the life with our family, which includes our family schedule and kind of our cleaning schedules and things like that. And if you want to check that out, I will drop a link in the description below and also right up here. Until next time,
Bye.
see ya.